Hey guys, so I have tried to make a lot of vlogs before this, but they have just been boring and just been me talking about how school started and life is crazy. And I'm gonna get closer to the screen. Oh, and so they've just been boring, and I've just deleted them because they're just pointless. If you can't tell by the sound of my voice, I'm sick. It's been really awesome because in my life, being sick is always annoying for everybody, and it sucks, and you feel like your life is the worst. But honestly, there's nothing worse than being sick and being a dance major, because we get two absences a semester, and that's pretty normal for most classes, except our classes meet 4 days a week for two, so we get two absences. So that's you treat those like they're precious gold. And so I was like, I am not gonna miss. I don't have a fever. I just feel shitty in general. And so I woke up this morning and it's crabby day. I just woke up. I didn't sleep well last night, and so I just have a lot to say right now. First off, when you're sick, the most annoying thing about being sick is that person. So say you're sick and you're you cough or something. It's the other person who's like, oh, I'm sick too. And so they're going to compete with you. So they, every time you cough, they're like, ah, and they cough too. And it's just is that really necessary? I'm sick. I'm not trying to compete with you. If you do, I think that's pretty true. Maybe this is all in my head, but I've always felt every time I'm sick and I just have to cough, there's always that person who's also sick who's trying to every single time you cough, it's they cough. Every single time you sneeze or blow your nose, they're I don't know. That was just really, really attractive, and I probably won't ever do that again. So that was the first thing that got on my nerves. Second thing was, it was just everything. It was somebody would walk up to me and I would just be thinking these evil thoughts in my head that are just Amy, you're such a bitch. Literally afterwards I was God damn, I'm so cranky. I know why I'm in this bad mood, but it's just whoa. I'm thinking to myself, you need to chill out. Luckily, these are all thoughts in my head, so I'm gonna fill you in. So then I was walking home, and I don't know why this bothered me, but we live in a city. I live in a city, and in the city limits, that means there aren't any driveways. I'm sorry, there aren't. There aren't any. There are some parking garages downtown, but for the most part, you're parking your car in the street. So if you're gonna live in a city and you're gonna park your car in the street, then you need to learn. Whoa, I can't talk. You need to learn how to parallel park. I'm sorry. I know it's kind of hard. It can be complicated. You feel you're gonna hit everybody, but you need to learn how to do it, because parking, say there are two cars, they're this far apart, and they're right up against the curb. Parking this, completely 3 feet away from the curb is unacceptable. I'm sorry, that's not okay. I literally was walking down the street and this girl was sitting in her car, it looked like she was still working on it, and she was literally 3 feet away from the curb, and she was crooked, and I was oh, she's working on that, she's gonna fix it. She turns, I see her rolling up her window, she's sitting in her car, about to get out, and I was just you need to fix that. I don't know why that is annoying me so much. It's so lame, but it's just learn, because it's hard, but it's really not that hard. You should have learned in driver's ed. Also, I don't like when people get my way, or just don't, I'm just really, it really gets under my skin when people are inconsiderate of space and walking. And I feel also in the city that's a huge problem. Just walking around, bikers. I could go on about bikers for this video is already 5 minutes, but I could go on about them for 5 minutes, because in our city none of them wear helmets, which I'm this is a city, you're insane, because honestly not wearing a helmet automatically is puts your mortality rate at 50% if you're on a bike. I'm sorry, like, just especially with the way people drive around here, it's crazy. Like, what are you doing with your life? None of them obey traffic laws, like, at all. And it's just like, have you ever learned that you're supposed to obey traffic laws as well? And the most annoying thing is that they think that they are everything. They're like, you know, when they need to be a car, like when it's convenient to be a car and like be in the road, it's like they're a car and they're always in the way and not obeying traffic laws at all. But then when it's convenient for them to be on the sidewalk running pedestrians over, because seriously, so many times I've been just like walking, doing my thing, and somebody will come up from behind. Like, how do you expect me to see you from behind? I do not have eyes in the back of my head. Like, most of the time I walk around with my iPod in, but at the same time I keep it low enough so that I can hear stuff around me, because I know it's really dangerous to like keep it really high so you can't hear stuff around you. Like, so, and like even recently I haven't been like listening to my iPod. So it's like, I'm trying to be cognizant of everything around me, and I'm sorry, like, I cannot tell that you're about to like literally run me over. Like, so when it's convenient for them to be a pedestrian, they're a pedestrian. But it's like, they're always like so enraged when somebody is like not respectful to them, even though they're disrespectful to 98% of the things around them. Like, it's, I could go on about bikers forever. It's so annoying. So I'm sorry, I'm so cranky, and I felt like a video would be kind of a good way to like release it, because it would be like a little bit funny for some people to hear me rant for 5 minutes. Maybe this is a bad idea, I don't know. But yeah, that's my life, and I love that, you know, today's the longest school day ever. Like, I have this break right now, and then when I go back, I have 3 classes in a row until 7. And then I just told myself, like, I just canceled rehearsal because I'm about to take a nap because I'm so tired. And I just told myself, I was like, after Dance and World Cultures, I'm going to the studio to choreograph, because we have this big choreography project. And it's so basically I'm going to be over at the dance center from like 2 to like 8 or 9. Well, not 9, but probably 8. Like, that's 6 hours. I'm sorry, I'm whiny. You would be too if it happened to you. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Alright, well, that's pretty much all I had to say. I just fucked up my apple. Cool. Let's leave on that note, because that's just my life. Alright, bye.